Hi, 8th graders. We are now going to look at some big ideas, so some big takeaways that we can take from vectors or from translation vectors. Essentially, like if we were to translate a shape, what big ideas are always going to hold true with those translations. So a couple of things. It's kind of fun and it makes these shapes look really 3D. So right here we can see our original shape. This is our pre-image, and then we have our image here. If we look at these two things, one statement that we can make is all points on the pre-image and their corresponding points on the image, they all move down, or they move around in the same direction and in the same distance as every other corresponding value. So here was my translation vector in this case. It was 2 centimeters down, and it sort of met this line BC at a 75-degree angle. So every single one of these points, from B to B prime, A to A prime, C to C prime, and every other point on this triangle, those all moved down 2 centimeters and at a 75-degree angle to this line BC. Every single one of those points moved down, and they moved to the same degree and same distance as every other point on the original shape. Kind of cool. Another thing that they have all done is if we connect the dots, we're going to connect all the corresponding points here and here. And when we connect all of these corresponding points, and I'm going to make this one more obvious here, when we connect all of those, these lines, this one, and this one, are all what's called parallel. And this is a mark that I can make if something is parallel. They can have the same little arrow that tells you that this line is parallel to this line, which is parallel to this line. So every single one of these lines are all parallel to each other. So the translation vectors, because they're all going down at that 75 degrees to the BC and 2 centimeters long, they're all parallel to each other. So that's another big takeaway that you can take from translation. So the big ideas that we can take are all corresponding points move, or I should say translate, the same distance and direction. Every single point on ABC are moving and translating, sliding the same distance and same direction, and then all corresponding points, when connected by a line, will create parallel lines. Will create parallel lines. Essentially, this is maybe not the best way to say it, but essentially this line that's connecting these two corresponding points, this line that's connecting these two corresponding points, and this line that's connecting these two corresponding points are all parallel lines. It's kind of cool. A couple of takeaways from translations. Thank you for watching. You should complete the investigation 1.3 before you move on to the exit pass, and I also highly suggest you complete the must-do practice problems. Thank you for watching this. If you need another video for helping you with the investigation, there's one just below this on the Canvas page. Thank you. Bye.